see Frank Ortega with the ATF, with the Montgomery County Assistant Fire Marshal Kevin Bates, and the Assistant Special Agent in charge for the FBI here in Houston, Heath Yankee. So today, the FBI Houston is announcing up to a $10,000 reward for information leading to the identification, arrest, and conviction of the individual responsible for the arson and vandalization of the Buddhist Meditation Center in New Caney. On the evening of November 5th, 2023, at approximately 9:43 p.m., someone threw a Molotov cocktail through an open window of a sacred temple where some members of our community gather to practice their faith. That evening, someone sought to burn down a place of worship and intimidate members of a peaceful religion. That evening, someone shattered the safety and tranquility of our Texas community. Fortunately, the temple did not burn down. The congregation remains undaunted and continues to practice their faith. And now, FBI Houston agents, alongside our partners at the Montgomery County Fire Marshal's Office and the ATF, are using every resource available to bring perpetrators to justice. But today, we're here because we need your help. We need the public's help. So take a few moments and look at these photos and videos of the suspects from the night of the attack. If you wouldn't mind focusing in on this, we'll play some of the still photos and the videos. The subject there can be seen igniting a gasoline-filled mason jar and throwing it into the temple. When the mason jar exploded, it started a fire in a main place of worship within the temple. Luckily, a monk who was sleeping in the same area quickly and bravely acted to extinguish the fire. We believe the subject is a male between 5'8" and 5'10" tall in height. And during the attack, the subject wore a Nike backpack, a ball cap, gloves, distinctive military-style boots, and a neck gaiter, which covered the lower portion of his face. Someone out there, someone in the public, someone watching this today has information about this attack that can help us bring justice and closure to an incident which sought to obstruct one of our most treasured American rights, the free exercise of one's religion. While we don't yet know the subject's motives in this particular case, his attempt to burn down the Buddhist temple in New Caney is absolutely disgraceful. The FBI, as the law enforcement protector of civil rights in this country, has the duty to protect all Americans in their free exercise of religious beliefs by vigorously prosecuting those who target houses of worship. Our churches and temples should be safe havens for all people, not sites subjected to intimidation, destruction, and violence. So please, my ask is to you today, someone out there, please, if you have information, call us at the FBI. Call 1-800-CALL-FBI. No tip or piece of information is too small. And again, there's a $10,000 reward for information leading to this arrest, and we're asking you to please submit any information that you may have. So once again, the tip line number is 1-800-CALL-FBI. And I thank you all for your time here today in covering this and getting this important message out. And I will now turn it over to Kevin Bates from the Montgomery County Fire Marshals.
Good morning. As the special agent in charge said, Montgomery County Fire Marshal's Office, FBI, and ATF have been working this case cooperatively, following information that we've been trying to gather for this investigation. As he stated on November 5th, This individual came onto the property there at the Buddhist temple just before 10 o'clock. You can see in the videos that he walks up onto the porch, ignites that improvised incendiary device, throws it into the temple. Luckily, they did have a visiting monk who was sleeping there in the temple at the time that it occurred, was able to work to extinguish the fire rather quickly before the fire was able to spread. We do ask that anyone who recognizes this individual can come forward and provide that information as they previously stated, so we can bring some justice for this temple.
Good morning. My name is Heath Yonke. I'm the Assistant Special Agent in charge over the white-collar criminal branch here at FBI Houston. My branch investigates complex financial crimes, healthcare fraud, public corruption, and civil rights violations. Under our federal civil rights laws, the Church Arson Prevention Act of 1996 makes it a federal crime to intentionally damage religious property because of the religious character of that property or obstruct any person's free exercise of their religious beliefs. Additionally, under the Matthew Shepard and James Byrd Jr. Hate Crimes Prevention Act, it is a federal crime to attempt to cause bodily injury to a person by using fire because of the victim's actual or perceived race, color, or because of the religion they practice. Under these statutes, the FBI is authorized to investigate the firebombing of the Buddhist Meditation Center in New Caney as a potential civil rights violation. As S.A.C. Williams stated earlier, someone has information about this attack that can help us bring closure to this investigation. FBI Houston has a squad solely tasked with investigating law enforcement corruption and civil rights. That squad is comprised of dedicated federal investigators, tactical analysts, and a team of support staff that wants nothing more than to solve this case with our partners at the ATF and the Montgomery County Fire Marshal's Office. Our entire team, like our law enforcement partners here today, hope that someone in this community will come forward and provide information which allows us to bring an end to this case. Again, that tip line number is 1-800-CALL-FBI, and we are offering a $10,000 reward for information leading to the identification, arrest, and conviction of this unknown subject. Thank you. At this time, what we're asking for the public's help is to identify this subject. This is who we're looking for at this time. Other than that, we can't go any farther into the investigation because it is an active and open investigation.
Have there been any previous issues with someone who maybe might want to do something like this?
We are unaware. Well, would you like to address the previous fire on this property?
So almost a year before the fire on November 5th of 2023, there was a fire on the property there at the temple. It was a mobile home that was behind the temple. The investigation that was conducted back in 2022 on that fire was undetermined based off the amount of damage that was there. There was no indications at the time that anyone was involved in setting that fire, but we weren't able to have a definitive cause on that fire at the time. There's nothing right now that indicates that, but we are considering everything with the investigation, and once we identify this person, we'll be able to kind of flesh that out.
Have you guys received any tips so far?
We have not. I'm not sure if any of the other agencies have, but we have not.
You want to come through in Spanish?
Buenos días. El FBI Houston anuncia hoy que se ofrece una recompensa de hasta $10,000 por información que nos conduzca a la identificación, el arresto y la prosecución de un individuo responsable por el incendio en un templo budista en el condado de Montgomery en noviembre del 2023. Cualquier persona que tenga cualquier información sobre el individuo, estas son imágenes que el FBI ha captado de un video de seguridad en el templo, que por favor lo denuncie al 1-800-CALL-FBI o TIPS El FBI se encarga en la protección de los derechos civiles de todas personas en los Estados Unidos, incluyendo la libertad de expresar sus creencias religiosas abiertamente. Así que le suplicamos al público que ponga atención a las imágenes, particularmente las botas que usa este individuo, que son botas estilo militar, al igual que la gorra y la mochila que traía puesta esa noche, y que llame al FBI o mande sus pistas en línea. Gracias. Thank you, everyone.
Minutes. Stay with us.